come Oc- come October, um, zip forms is going bye-bye. And there are other alternatives. So if you're using Glide, for example, you can still continue to use Glide. But for those people using zip forms, which is the majority of agents, that's going away, and you're gonna have to use Transact. And people are like, "Oh, I hate that," but it's actually not bad. It's a pretty good system. There's a few things that I really like about it, and so I wanted to go over how to navigate through Transact, how to start transactions in Transact, the best practices to save you guys some time. And so I wanted to open it up because once you do it, it goes away, and you don't have to sign up twice. So I wanted to see if there was a volunteer on on here that wanted to maybe volunteer their screen for the sake of showing everybody how to do it.
Well, use mine.
All right. If you can log into your zip forms.
Oh, now you lost me.
And hopefully we can just knock it out of the way for an agent that
I don't,
wants
I
to.
don't, I don't have anything like that.
No worries. And then
Sorry,
you're good. Are you
sorry,
pinned?
sorry.
All I can see
Who's
is
on
you.
here that might have something? How about Mercy? Can you do that?
Sorry, can I do what?
Log on to Zip Forms so Eddie could get you advanced down the street here.
Sure, let me, right.
James, are you logged into Zip Forms or no?
I I can do it if you want.
All right. Mercy, you want to do it or should we turn it over to David?
Yeah, turn it over to David.
All
Thank you.
right, David,
All right.
you're
Pressure's
up,
on.
baby. Eddie, I hope this is going to work.
No worries. And if it doesn't, it's fine. It's an extra step that we're avoiding. But I'd love to show them.
Oh, shoot. Okay, so
Okay, perfect. So go to zip forms. Yep.
um,
All right. Go ahead and continue to transactions.
So is this going to be a Lone Wolf
It
product or
Yes, it is a Lone Wolf product. It is replacing zip forms.
got it? Okay.
oops, fine.
Just that orange button that says continue to transactions, David.
Zero fine, right?
Mm, no, hit where it says realtor secure transaction right there. I don't know what you went away from, but um
Hello.
you guys can hear me, yes? Hello?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. Um so there's a right where it says realtor secure transaction right in the middle of your screen. Go ahead and click on that. Or you might be on a different, you might be sharing a different monitor if you have like two different screens or something.
Uh,
I will say that there is a delay when we go to share screen on Zoom.
Okay. Okay. So yes, so now you're showing your transaction zip form edition. Let me see. There should be, so you don't have it. Have you already transitioned over to Transact?
no.
Okay, click where it says zip form right next to transaction zip form edition to the
Top
left.
left.
Yeah, top left, right there. Okay, I think you have. Go ahead and click Transact. I think you have already merged.
Okay, give me one sec.
Okay, so you've already jumped over to Transact. Um, That's okay. You can go ahead and stop sharing. I was trying to get somebody that has not switched over to Transact so people can see how to switch over.
I
Any
I didn't
volunteers?
I didn't I didn't switch yet. If you want
Okay,
to,
sounds
uh,
good.
let me. Okay, how I share my screen with you?
There's a little let me see. There's a
Green
little
button at the bottom.
says share. Big arrow pointing up, and then just share
Joe
your screen.
Salazar, my man.
Okay,
All righty,
can you
and then
see it?
just go ahead and go into your zip forms.
Yeah.
Okay, so here we go. So this is the standard zip form. If you want to scoot up, you see where it says, and this is what everybody who has not switched over should see. Try the next evolution of zip form. Create transactions with Lone Wolf Transact. You want to go ahead and hit get started. All right, and go ahead and just fill out your information. And then just create a strong password.
Not good enough.
No more than two identical characters in a row. So two
Oh,
of
okay.
that's the only problem we have. Everything else was good. There you go.
It's too short. Okay, let me try it for something different. Okay.
Okay, looks good. All right, and then they're going to send you a verification code to get in. That was it. You can stop sharing. That same button that you hit share, you can go ahead and stop share. Feel free to go in
Stop
and
sharing now.
yeah, you can go ahead and stop sharing. But now you can go into your email and check for the verification code, and you can continue on your own. But I'll go ahead and share my screen now.
Okay, let
So
me. So how do I
just go
stop sharing?
go back to Zoom,
Yes, I went.
and then there's a button where it says share. It'll just say stop sharing.
Okay, when I click on share, it sends me to the next window to share whatever I have on my computer open.
I
Doesn't
should say
say stop
yeah,
sharing. Okay, let me enlarge it just in case.
sure.
Hmm, enlarge here.
Oh, you know what? Here, let me just do mine, and it'll actually interrupt yours. And I said that's
Okay,
fine. Okay, so you guys can see my screen.
thank you.
No worries. Everyone can see my screen.
Yes.
Perfect. Okay, so that was it. Was that painful at all? Super easy. Fill out your basic information. You've now switched over to Transact. So it's as simple as hitting that getting started button, put in your basic information, and you've now switched over to Transact. Now, the question is, why should I switch over to Transaction? Well, or Transact? Well, number one, you kind of have to. That is going to be the default going forward. As of October, Zip Forms is going away. So it's one of those things that you're going to want to jump on it sooner rather than later. Let's see here.
Eddie, I have a quick question. This
Yes.
is Chess.
What's
Okay,
up, Tess?
so when you're saying that this is a new one, which is the lone wolf, right?
Hmm.
If I have templates already made on the zip form, does that automatically transfers all of that
Unfortunate.
information?
No, you're going to have to create new templates.
Oh,
So you have from now until October to start moving those templates over.
okay.
But your deals will your clients are going to look a little bit different. Um, you're going to, let me see, you'll still have access to all of them. And I believe there's going to be a migration period, but that's why I want to get everybody on Transact now so that they're not having to worry about it and everyone's fully migrated over by October.
Uh-huh.
Okay. So uh so here's the cool part with Transact, it's more client based. And one of the reasons why they started the switch is because we're starting a lot of times with buyers. And when do you start Zip Forms with a buyer, right? It's like you have to create something and you don't know what's going on. You have no property yet because you're just starting to look at homes. Sometimes there's a property in mind, sometimes there's not. So with Transact, it breaks it down and makes it more to where you're following a client. And so your deal tracker will start with leads. So you can start putting people in here. And I did create some fictitious ones. I do have a real one going on right now, but I have Billy the buyer and Sally the seller just to make things easier. And so you can start putting in client information and then migrate over to purchases. You can start putting in the BRBC right away, even though there's technically no transaction, you're going to need that. And so you can start with forms. So buyer documents, offer documents, all of that is in here, and it'll keep track of where we are, keeps track of your signings. What's really cool is one of the benefits of Transact is that now you guys pay for Authentisign, right? And Authentisign is built into Zip Forms. Well, now Authentisign is going to be a completely independent product, which you still get. And so let's say, for example, I need to DocuSign something else. I need to Authentisign something that's not related to any transaction. Well, now Authentisign is standalone. So I can just send something. I don't know, my kids need a signed PDF for, some kind of for soccer practice, I can use this independent of real estate. If it's something that I need DocuSign for somebody else, especially for me as a regional director, if you need a DocuForm signed, I can just send it through Authentisign and it's not related to any of my transactions. So that is definitely a benefit. And so again, Transact is more about contacts and relationships.
Is it almost like a CRM type thing?
It feels like a CRM, the deal tracker part, except that there's not too much else information. So a CRM really keeps track of all call and communications information. So really, unless they're a warm prospect that you really think are going to do something, it's pretty tedious to just put them all in here. But yes, it does try to emulate the look and feel of a CRM.
So let me ask you a question. Because I have DocuSign.
Hmm.
Uh, I don't want to, it's easier because I know how to work it and blah, blah, blah.
Yes.
Does that eliminate the DocuSign? Because DocuSign every month is $35.
Yep, I would not pay for DocuSign. I had a DocuSign even through the company, and Authentisign and DocuSign. If you go through the actual process,
Uh-huh.
it I mean it works identical. I'll just show you guys. Um, So this is the listing agreement. Again, this is a fictitious real address, fictitious person. And again, because I'm putting in all the information, it automatically starts putting it in. And I go to prepare signing.
Mm-hmm.
And I know this isn't an authentic sign class, but this, I mean, I know this looks and feels
Yeah.
really, really similar to DocuSign.
The DocuSign.
And
Okay.
I mean, you add a participant,
Yeah.
and I mean, isn't this exactly
The
what
same.
DocuSign looks like,
Right.
right? I mean, it's literally the same thing. So yeah, definitely advocate Authenticsign. It is something, it's not free, you pay for it as part of your realtor
Oh,
dues. So it's free to you, but it's not because you pay your realtor dues. So why not take advantage of it? There's
yeah.
no
Oh,
monthly
I see. I
fee
see.
like DocuSign.
Right.
I just don't like saying the word free because you do pay for it. We just paid for it in the beginning of the year.
Yeah.
So yeah, so that's one of the things that I really, really like about let me see. Let me
Eddie,
yes.
right now, AuthentiSign is linked to our zip forms and it autofills the signature and date.
Hmm.
Since it's going to be standalone, will it still autofill when we go?
Yes, no, the great question. It is standalone, but it's still built in. So I don't want to cause confusion. It is still, you just saw it is built in, and I just did it right now. However, if I had a standalone document, I could then put it into Authenticsign.
And
I
now
could put it
it's
into Authenticsign and just do the document by itself so that it doesn't have to be tied to a transaction. Does that
mm,
make sense?
yeah.
Yeah, so it'll do both.
It'll do
It's
both,
standalone. It's not part of zip forms that's going away, but it'll
but it's part
like
of Transact. Yes.
contracts.
Yes.
So you just
Yes.
have to upload it, right, Eddie? Upload it.
That's exactly right. You just upload
Okay.
the document and you do that now, but you can only do it inside of a transaction. So now it thinks that that form is part of the transaction, which if you don't need it to be, one of the benefits is you can go here and instead of transact, I just go straight to Authenticsign and work in Authenticsign as a standalone document. And it tells me all my signings that which are tied to transact, but then I can just add a new one. And I don't have to, it doesn't have to be part of a transaction. So it's kind of nice. Any questions on that?
What
So yeah, I
about
hate to.
what about notifications? DocuSign gives us notifications on our iPhones, and we know if someone has ready
Mhm.
DocuSign. Are we going to be getting the same kind of service notification?
Yes. So when you send out a signing, so all of these send me emails that tell me, hey, this is where we're at. And then when signer number one finishes signing, hey, there's an update. When signer two finishes, hey, there's an update. Whenever I need to sign, obviously it emails me. And then when I get the final document signed, it sends me the fully executed form where I can download it, just like DocuSign, just like AuthentiSign does now. And you can keep track of it here. Now, another really cool thing, and I really like this, and I thought that this was new to Transact. It's not. There's actually, when you're in a transaction here, there is a an email address that I can get where let me go to Sally Seller, um, where I can add upload by email. So if it's something that has to do with this, let's say it's an I don't know, the buyer side wants to email me a fully executed document. I can go here, I can copy this link, I can send it to him and said, here, email it here, or I can email it myself. Let's say I just received an email with a document that needs the seller signature. I don't know, an ETA, right? They want to extend time. I then would just literally forward it to this email right here, and it'll automatically upload it into this transaction and be part of this documents. which I thought was really cool. And I know you can do it on zip forms, but I know no one ever taught me. So the fact that it's right here, super, super easy. Does that make sense? Any questions on that? So again, get a document from someone, forward it to this email, and it'll go to this transaction, and then you just set it up for signatures.
So what are you saying, Eddie? It says one email and both parties can get a document signed.
I'm sorry?
The way you're saying is if we use that email, it will send the document to the seller or the buyers and listing agents at the same
No,
time to get signed.
no. It will automatically load it into this transaction's documents
Oh,
so that
okay.
you don't have to go in, save it to your computer, then go into your zip forms, upload the document, find the document, upload it, and then start working on it. When you
Got it.
email it, it automatically loads to that specific transaction. So every single one of these has its own email. So if I click to this one, because this is the buyer side, this is going to be a different code than the last one. So if I forward an email, the attachment would then automatically go to this transaction or this client, not that one.
Okay. Thank you.
No problem.
I'm
Okay, so
sorry, Eddie. I
yes.
kind of don't understand. So, like, if you were like are you taking that link and putting it in your email, or
Yep.
how are you
Yep.
doing it? Oh,
Yes,
okay.
you are emailing this link and you're either forwarding it from your email or you're requesting that your TC send everything to that email. I think it would be easier if you just forwarded it and it'll automatically upload those documents here.
Oh, okay. So you put it so you forward it and you put that email and then it'll
Yes,
automatically go. Got it.
correct.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Just save some time. It's pretty easy. I mean, once you're in here, you just go click, forward the email, it uploads, and then you just set it for signatures. Saves you a few steps. All right, you can set to-do items. You can look at the timeline, review the timeline, set certain events, reminders. So you can have if you have your TC going in here and setting stuff for you, you can work closely with them. And yeah, I mean it's very, very similar to what you're already doing. I just think it makes it easier. And again, I started with this hot prospect with their information, and then I started the agreement, moved them over to an active client, and then once we go and move forward, we can go to under contract and then closed. Now, from my transactions, because you're so used to seeing transaction, it's the same thing. The deal tracker just tells you what stages are it's on. But if you wanted to just go straight to the transaction, everything's in here. Parties, you can edit, you can add, and then that way, when you do pull up documents, it automatically fills in their information. Any questions on anything that Transact has to offer? It's real simple, guys. It's just a matter of literally hitting the get started tab. Oh, and by the way, one really cool thing, you're not losing zip form. It's still there.
Got here late, so just maybe if you can let the latecomers know where this is from.
So this is in your zip forms. When you log into zip forms, and it takes a couple times for me to get back into zip forms. Up here on the top, you will see you'll see a thing that just says ready to move to the next level. And we did it in the very beginning. I had someone volunteer and they literally just clicked on get started. It asks for your name, your the state, the country, your email. You created a password. It was real simple, and that's it. Then that opens up all of these things. So now you have access to Transact. Doesn't mean you're not, but now these are Like this was a test customer, and this one I actually have to move out. This one was just a form that I need to fill out. So all of my new transactions, they're all, which is only one, but I've got that and some fake ones that I use just for training purposes. They're all here. So that's why I'm saying we want get started putting your new transactions in here. Um, if you have any questions, my number is 951-490-3192. I'm going to put it in the chat. You guys should have it. I'm on the directory. Should not be hard to get a hold of me, but I'm putting it on there for anyone that needs help with this. I can walk them through it. I can set up a Teams meeting. I can take over your screen. You can present your screen, whatever you want to do. But Transact is a lot more uh, relationship based and less transactional. So it does have the look and feel of a CRM, and then it walks you through your transaction. So if we're ready to make an offer, I just go in here. Oops. Add, just like you would in zip forms. Open it. And it automatically adds all the relevant information that I've already input. And then everything else, you would just go fill in the blanks, prepare for signing just like you do now. Use Authentisign, use, use DocuSign if you've got it. But at this point now with the upgrade to Authentisign, I don't know why you would have DocuSign. Okay. So really, really easy, super, super easy to add information. And it just takes a little bit of a different look, but I don't want people to be afraid of it because come October, you'll have no choice. If you're using zip forms, you have to jump on this. Let's see here. Let's see if
Eddie,
there's any. Yes.
quick question. The login process is the same like we do in CIR?
Yes, yes. So I'm going to show you guys. Let me just close out of here. So just like you guys do right here, once you join, once you hit that get started button, it just automatically takes you. And this is kind of hit and miss because sometimes it takes me to transact, other times it takes me to zip forms. See, this time it took me to transact. But don't worry, if you need to get to zip forms, you just click right here. You go to zip forms, you go back to where you were.
Is it at the top? I mean, is it says transactions, like if it's taking you there automatically now, but if we're just in zip forms, is there a tab that says transactions? Is that what it is?
So great question. It won't show up until you sign up. And so
Oh,
yes. And so let's see. So let me go
where, and you have to sign up where? Okay.
here.
That's
And so in the beginning of the training, we had somebody and it showed right around here. Do you see where it says dashboard, forms, transactions? Like right
yeah.
above that, it should say on yours, ready to start the new process. And then it says get started on the far right.
Oh,
If you hit get started, it just asks you for your name, your last name, your email, like the most basic stuff. And people have been avoiding that button. They're like, oh no, I don't want to push that because then I can't go back. Look, I'm back to zip transactions, zip form edition. And so if you get stuck, all you have to do is find this little button when you're on transact and go back to zip forms. It might take you one or two different tries to get back to zip forms, but don't worry, all your stuff is there. You won't lose anything, but then you can start
what information do they want from you when you sign up? Just your name?
your first and last name, the country you're in, the state you're in, your email and your
Oh,
password. It is
oh,
nothing. I'm telling you, they're afraid to hit that
okay.
button because they don't want to mess anything up, but don't worry, press the button, set a password. It's no big deal.
Okay.
Yeah.
Eddie, to your point, you said that Zip Forms is going away in October.
Yes.
Okay.
So you want to jump on Transact now and start opening up your transactions there. None of them will be lost. I was just in Transact and you saw my deals, all the old ones. Unfortunately, templates do need to be brought over though. Those do need to get redone. So those are all my zip form transactions. These are all my new Transact ones, of which I've only done one. And these two fake people. Billy Buyer is buying from Sally Seller in my fake scenario. Any other questions?
So when we can start using it? It's
Right
available
now.
now?
Yes, yesterday. October of last year, really.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, it's been available from October and it's going to get, they said you guys have 1 year from October to October. So come October, zip forms will not be in here. When you open up your transaction zip form edition, it's going to take you straight to Transact. So I would recommend that if you do use that, if you use Glide or something else, go for it, whatever, do your thing. But if you're using transactions zip form edition, you want to start practicing with this.
Okay.
Eddie.
For example, if we are in the middle of the transaction, all the
No.
forms are gonna be transferred.
So they will. I can still see all of my stuff, so I can go in and I can still access all of this. So you can, if you wanted to start using Transact, I mean, it still looks just like it did before. So none of this changes. So I would say just start jumping on it and all new transactions, start putting them in Transact.
Okay, thank you.
No problem. We had somebody else that was about to ask a question.
Hi, Eddie. It's me, Alma. I was just wondering also with the Authentisign, is that the name of that? I use
Yes.
DocuSign. So do we need to do anything different with that? Like add it
Nope.
into, it's just automatically going to be
It,
available to us
yep, it's
through Transact?
yes. Yes. So great question. And yes, the cool part, and I don't know if you were here for the first part of it.
Yes, I was.
Okay, yeah, it's
I'm
by
driving,
itself.
so I'm just trying to listen in. Sorry.
So for those that can see my screen, that right here, instead of going to Transact or Zip Forms, you can go to Authentisign by itself and upload something else. You know, you want to get a signature for your doctor's form, just go through here. You have it. You pay for it. It's part of your realtor dues. Use Authentisign as a standalone, and I don't have to put it include it into one of my transactions in order to sign my, my doctor paperwork or I don't know, whatever. So it is, you can use it by itself, but it is still fully integrated. And as you guys saw, if I want to send out that RPA that I just included into this transaction, I literally just hit, well, I gotta wait for it to load.
So each transaction will have a different email to send documents to. Is that what I'm?
Only
Okay.
if you want to upload. Oh, and you notice here how my Authentisign is connected. So because it's connected, it'll automatically use Authentisign when I'm sending stuff out. No, that email that I said, that is specific to each transaction if you want to upload documents via email. So if let's say you're the other agent and I want to say, hey, send it to this email, or let's just say you just sent me something and I want to upload it. Well, what do I normally have to do? I got to go to my email. I have to download it, save it to a file to my desktop, and then I have to go into my zip forms, and then I have to go and add a document, go find it. Did I save it? Is it in my downloads? Is it in my personal folder? Or, oh God,
Yes,
it
that's
went
been
to.
a headache. And I always said, someone's got to create something. And this is awesome to hear.
So all I do is I grab your email and I forward it to that link for that transaction. It'll automatically load to that transaction, and then I send it out for signatures. Simple.
Can you use
Wonderful. Thank you.
Can
You
you
got it.
use an iPad or Apple iPhone to create the doc?
Yeah, so if this, I mean, Zip Forms and Transact is a website. So I do know of agents that use iPads. So whatever device you're using to access you know, zip transaction zip form edition. It's all the same. So there are agents doing that now.
I have the zip form app. Is there a specific app for this one?
No, it's not an app. The beautiful part is that it's just a website. So just like you access it now, none of that is changing. Now, if you want an app based, that's where Glide comes in. And I would recommend you look into Glide. Glide is really easy. I don't use it only because no one ever taught me. It's just one of those things where, but I know of agents that I coach that I'm like, they use it religiously. They're like, why on earth would you use anything else? I'm like, I don't know. This is how I was trained. So
Yeah.
I actually learned the old school way. I had the old database one where it was just all the forms were in there, and this was I was like, why didn't anybody teach me this? So I started using this. But yeah, those people that are using Glide, and yes, you can do it from your cell phone. They love it, and they'll never go back. Any questions? Anything else?
Eddie,
All
I
right.
have a
Oh,
question. This is Vivian. I am just sorry, jumping a little late. So when I open my zip form up, there's a little what's it? There's a sentence. There's a try the
mhm.
next revolution
Yes.
of zip
Yes.
form. Is that the one to click?
Yes.
Oh,
Where it
okay.
says get started, click get started.
Okay, got it. Thank you.
No problem. All right, guys, thank you so much. I'm going to stop sharing. Um, if any questions come up, Eddie at century21masters.com. My cell phone is in the text. My cell phone's also in the directory. Do not hesitate to reach out. Talk soon, guys.
He, Jackie?